Hello, I am AxelMC131 and welcome back to Behind the Blocks in Minecraft 1.8. And today you can see that I am in a desert. I'm not in the regular world, and I'm also holding this interesting looking spawn egg here. It's actually a horse egg, but if I just go into first person view and I just turn the rain off, weather clear. Now you can see that I'm holding this spawn egg, which is called spawn_devil, and when I use this, it'll actually spawn a sandstorm. It's quite loud, so you might want to turn your volume down a little bit. Here we go. Here we have our little sandstorm, and this sandstorm is actually classed as a mob. So if I just go game mode 0, survival, it's neutral. But if I punch the base of it, it's going to try and follow me, and it will attack me, and I should probably run away. Oh god. It does glitch out sometimes, so if the particles vanish for a moment, and everything stops, you'll see that redstone repeater that's flashing. It'll just stop flashing. Just bear with. That just means that it's lagging a bit. Unfortunately, I have my Storm Slayer here. Oh god, it's giving me blindness. Oh, there we go. Managed to kill it, and it gave me some sand. Right. Does a bit of damage. Let's do that again. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can deal with these. You can just kill them normally, like that. Gonna eat some food. They are neutral, so you don't actually have to. And they will just walk around normally. They give you blindness and slowness if you're within them. But they don't have to be hostile to do that. They will always do that. So that's just the particles getting in your face. However, if they do follow you... Alright, punch you. Follow me. Follow me. They will break some blocks. Oh, that's a cactus. They will break... Here we go. Dead bushes. They will... Ow. Can't run with blindness. Oh, as you can see. And they will do the same thing to sugarcane. Now, there is, other than just killing them with a sword, you can manage to get them into water. And if you can lure them into water, they will die. It will kill them. Being in water will kill them. So if you can lure them into water, or punch them into water, that's a feasible way of dealing with them. Right, so I'll just go into game mode 1 and show you guys what's actually happening here. Now this is pretty complex, I'm not going to go into all the commands here. Most of these are for the particle effect, as you can see. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 commands for the particle effect, and the rest of them are the other effects. So if I just give myself the spawn egg again, let me summon that. So it summons the horse then is killed, and it summons something else. So if I just go game mode 3, what you can just see here is an invisible wolf. And the wolf is called Sand Devil, and this is how I'm executing it. The wolf is actually the entity, and everything else is being executed at this wolf. Let's turn my volume down. There we go. It's a bit obnoxious. But that's how I'm getting it to be neutral, and also have custom drops. Wolves by default have no drops, so I can add custom drops quite safely. Right, so I'll get into the commands to show you how I'm summoning this, so let's just go away. Come back here. Come back here. Now there we go. So I'll show you how I'm doing this. So first of all, over here we have the give spawn egg. If you watched my video on breakable pots, exactly the same thing. Just take a horse spawn egg and rename it to spawn devil, or spawn_devil, or you can give yourself the custom spawn egg using a summon command. That's pretty self-explanatory. Right, so over here we have a standard redstone clock. This is running, and this is testing for a horse named spawn_devil. So Testfor @e, type equals EntityHorse, name equals spawn_devil. So that is the name of the horse that will spawn when we use this spawn egg. If that finds that horse, it's going to execute at that horse, so execute @name equals spawn_devil. It's going to detect sand. That's not actually necessary. I just added that in for extra stuff so that it can only be spawned on sand. That's optional. So what this means is that if you use the spawn egg on grass or stone, it won't work. It has to be on sand. But that's entirely optional. If you don't want that, just delete those bits up to the last tilde sign. There we go. So we're going to execute out that horse, summon wolf at the same coordinates. Custom name is sand_devil. Which, if you don't know, a sand devil is actually a small sandstorm. That's the technical name for them. Custom name visible is 0, so the name's not visible, and it has the active effect of invisibility. So active effects, ID 14, amplify 0, and duration I think is 1 million. There we go. I tried to fiddle around with getting the hide particles tag in this. I don't know what it is. Is it hide particles or show particles? I don't know. But it's mainly dealable because the particles of the invisibility are hidden by the particles of the sandstorm. The wolf is also silent, and it has some custom equipment on it. It has sand in its hand, has one piece of sand in its hand, it has a second piece of sand on its head, and it has a dead bush on its body. And then the legs and feet ID tags are empty. And it has a 0.5 chance of dropping each of those. So the possible drops are 0 to 2 sand, and 0 to 1 dead bushes, which is the little dead grass bush. Or it'll drop sand, or both. Then what we're going to do next, after a short delay, is we're going to then kill the horse. So kill @e name equals spawn underscore devil. And if you have mob drops turned on, it may drop leather, as horses drop leather. So after another tick, we're then going to kill any horse drops. So we're gonna go execute @e type equals wolf, name equals sand underscore devil, and we're going to go kill @e type equals item, range equals 2. So that should kill any leather that the horse may drop. Alright, so over here is the more intense bit. Here, what we have here is a fill clock. So fill ~1, and then ~7, ~1, blah blah blah, all the way over here. So that's running from these two commands, and that's filling all the way over here with stone, and it's actually replacing it with a redstone block. What we have up here is the particle effect. There's 8 particle commands. I'm not going to show you them all because they're just copy pastes and then make a few modifications. But I think this is the bottom one. So execute @e type equals wolf, name equals sand devil, and we're going to go particle crit, which is the critical hit particle basically. At the same coordinates, 0.2 x, y, and z diameter, 0.1 speed, and 20 times. And that's the very bottom particle. I can actually disable all the other particle effects by doing this, I believe. And if I then summon the... There you go, you just get the bottom one. So that one command is doing that particle. And then I execute them at a higher coordinate and make them wider. So if I delete that, that's the next one up. And then that one. And then that one. And then that. And they get higher and wider, so it gets the kind of funnel look. And I don't know what that one is. Oh, sorry, that one's just disabling both of those. There we go. That one's up there, and then the very top one is kind of just a little scattery particle at the top like this. So yeah, that's the particle effect. So you can just fiddle around with those each one, but each time. So this is tilde, tilde, tilde. The next one's going to be tilde. I made it 0.8. 0.8 blocks up and a little bit wider. The next thing we have over here is we have the sound effects. I don't really have these in any particular order, but the sound is executing @entity type equals wolf, name equals sand devil, and we're going to go play sound ambient.weather.rain. It is a rain sound. You may have noticed that. At all players within 16 blocks of the wolf, at the same coordinates, and I think that's 0.5 volume because it was very loud, but double the pitch, so it's higher than regular rain. So if I just go weather, you won't hear it because I'm in a desert biome. But if I just change these to 1 and 1, just to show you. Recognize the rain sound? We make it 0.5 there. So it's a little bit quieter. And then we make this 2, so it's double the pitch. And you get that sound. Fantastic. That's the sound of sand being blown about by the wind. Right, go away. Next we have the effects. So we have slowness and blindness, and you can just copy paste these over. This is just executing at the sand devil. Effect all players within a range of 1, and it's going to be slowness 1. Slowness 1 for 1 second, and the same with blindness, except that it's blindness for 2 seconds, I believe. I don't think it needs to be. Anyway, we also have the destroying blocks. Destroying reeds is very simple, but we are doing it by detecting a block. I couldn't just set the block it's into air because then the water system would fail. Anyway, so we're going execute at entity name equals sand devil, tilde tilde tilde. We're going to detect the block that it's in to be reeds, and then add the 0 for the data tag, and we're going to go set block tilde 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 air 0 destroy. So what that's going to do is if it tests for reeds to be the block it's in, if it's standing in reeds, it will destroy them, and that will just break them. And exactly the same thing is happening for the bushes. So if it detects a block being dead bush, it's going to set the block to air as well. And then finally over here we have the kill in water. So the way this works is we're going once again execute at entity type equals wolf name equals sand devil. I haven't put the type equals wolf in every command, you may have noticed. It depends if you have a player on your world called sand devil. But if you don't, you should be able to deal without the wolf bit. So we're going to detect the block that it's in to be water, and if that is true, we're going to kill any entity type equals wolf within one block range, which will include itself. Now you can have multiple sand devils, so I can summon a couple of them around. It's just going to lag your game a lot because they have a lot of particle effects. And I wonder if, because they're wolves, if I punch one of them, they all follow me. Ah, yes. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you get this. I've got 3 sand devils following me now. Absolutely fantastic. Easiest way to deal with that, run into the water. Now, they won't always follow you in. Like, you'll notice that one of them there has kind of just said, nope, I'm just going to stay here. They will do that sometimes, and then after a while they might follow you in. I'm not sure if that's to do with the wolf AI, but I might have to look into that. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. The Sand Devil. Custom entity if you want. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been XLMC131, and I'll see you next time.